What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. In this video, we're going to show you how we built this recessed TV wall on the deck. We're also going to show you how we install the Palram Sunscape system as our pergola cover. So make sure you hit subscribe. Stay tuned. What I'm doing now is starting to frame out for our privacy wall, TV wall. And it's going to have a really cool design element to it. We're going to actually have the TV kind of recessed into the wall. So it's going to be a really cool look. We haven't done that before. It's going to require a little bit of extra planning, working around the dimensions of the TV, and really going to be the biggest challenge is getting that mount exactly where we want it. But before we do that, we got to get this thing framed up. So I'm just marking out here on the deck where I want our plate to go, and we'll start building this thing up, and then you'll kind of start to see how this recess situation is gonna come to fruition. Don't worry, it's gonna get nailed in.
A little short there, brother.
I didn't cut it, I just sent the measurements down. So, it's fine.
Do you need me to hand you that? Oh, I got it.
Yeah, so essentially what we're gonna have is a recessed portion of the wall where the TV is gonna go. So we're gonna have deck boards straight on here, and that'll be the back of our TV section. And we're gonna build this out, and we're gonna have kind of like a window frame, like an extension jamb on that area, and then the outside will be deeper. Essentially I'm building another wall in front of this one that is going to be about 1.5 inches. There's gonna be about 1.5 inch gap between them. So it's 8.5 inches outside of framing to outside of framing. If that makes sense. So you'll see in a second. Now the one thing that I'm kind of considering, we do have this pergola pitching this way. You can see that it's sloped. All of these were cut to different measurements. Some of them more precise than others. And should I continue that? This is going to be right here, so I could do it the same height all the way across. What's going to look more visually right?
So wait, is the face of this going to have Adorn stone or deck boards?
Adorn stone.
So you're going to have to cut the Adorn at an angle. That's going to be like very noticeable. So maybe if you just do it straight, it'll be more cohesive looking.
All right, so we'll go off of this highest measurement, and I'll build the whole wall. So 94. Center point. Let me think.
Okay, all right. Jeez.
can you hand me that? Did you have to turn on the camera before you handed me that? Thank you. I gotta get a hook on, on this one.
God, it's like you're on a leash. You should get a cordless one of them. You should get a Paslave.
I've been using these things longer than tools have been around, so no, I don't. I mean, maybe we should check out the Paslave. They're light, but the battery ones are so heavy. Let us know. What do you like to use? Do you still, you know, using an old school with a compressor? Or if you have a compressor and you have one of the quiet ones, let me know if you found one that works. We've had like 3 different ones and they've all broken. Check out what we got. Yeah, we're doing some sort of extension jam situation. I've got 7 1/4 dark slate on the back here, and no gap on that. Just be solid. And I think that we should be good. 2 1/4 is the overhang that I want, because we're gonna have the Premier Adorn stone going on top of this, and it'll butt into the side of here. So perfect, just what I want. Come again?
Shouldn't you miter these to create a box?
No, that's not what we want to do here. We're just gonna have butt joints going, but I do want the longer pieces on the side, so this unfinished edge, you're not gonna be able to see it. It'll be on the bottom and the top, but it'll go right into here. No, we don't want to do an inside miter on that, because it'll just have a tendency to maybe open up a little bit. Not gonna look as good in my opinion. Not outdoors. All right, we're waiting on our Adorn stone. It's gonna be here in the next day or two, so we're gonna jump on the Palram pergola cover, and we're using a clear cover here. Sunlight was very important to the homeowner, so we wanted to maintain that natural light transmission. So check this out. Give you a quick rundown of the system. Our track system, this is the Sunscape product line from Palram. So what we have is a base track. This is gonna get screwed down to our purlins, and you can see our panel fits right in there. So on top of that, we have this cap that gets screwed right into our base track in this center channel. And once we have that all completed, our last step is this cap that's gonna go on top and get hammered in, so all of our fasteners are completely hidden. So we're gonna get this going, and then we'll jump back to the TV wall.
So, Ant, do you do 2 rails and then a panel? Or do you run all the rails?
You got 2 rails and then a panel.
Nick!
Boom!
I gotcha, yeah!
Yeah! Jeez, what's up?
Alright, so you put a different blade on.
Yes.
What did the instructions say?
They were very vague. They only had a couple pictures, but it said, it didn't say use a high tooth blade, but I remember we used that the last time we installed it. It had a picture of a circular saw cutting it. So I assume that's what we have to use, a circular saw. But the other instructions were to remove the bottom film before you install it, leave the top film on, leave both on while you cut it, and what else?
Did it cut pretty clean last time?
Yes, it's cut very clean.
I'm just drilling the different rails set up for the end caps, and because they're on the end, you gotta make sure they're left and right. And I made sure, confirm with Anthony, and they're drilled. I just gotta drill the second one, and then good to go.
Let's just shape it.
And this cap goes over because if you see it on the end, it's a piece of metal that.
Oh yeah, that profile is longer, so it covers it. Ooh. Here you can see the easy three-piece system. You got your rail, your panel, and then your top piece. And then another top piece will go on top to cover the screw holes. Pretty easy.
That's a nice hat.
Yes.
Where did you get that?
Amazon.
Amazon? I might have to get one of those. That looks warm.
Yeah.
Yesterday we got our rough electric in, so that's where the outlet's going to be behind the TV. Now we're getting to the Adorn stone install. Premier series once again, obviously. And this color is Denali. So it's like kind of a charcoal color. Looks really nice. I think it's going to be cool because it's still in our same color palette here with the blacks and browns, but it's still going to give a contrast to the dark slate that we have behind the TV and on our columns.
Good chilly morning to you. We're putting in the Adorn stone, but we have two sections that go up. So in order to save time and stay out of everybody's way, we decided that we're going to cut a bunch to the size to fit so that when it gets to time, they just go right in. And then do the same thing on that side. I gotta cut 7 more for that side.
Nice work.
Thanks.
Looks awesome. Really nice, really nice. Nice tight seams. Looks beautiful. And all we need to do, once we cut off that flange, is glue the top row, and we're in business. But I think this is an awesome color for this. Just enough contrast with the dark slate. Again, this color is called Denali. This is the Premier series from Adorn Stone, and looks really sweet. So next step for this is we are going to get our TV mounted and get that figured out, because we're going to have TV with some lighting behind it to backlight it. It's going to be sick.
Sean, why
Yeah.
are we installing this? The outlet's not even here yet.
That's right, but this is a pull-out mount. So I cleared it with him. He said it's okay.
You asked him.
I asked him. Yeah.
You did. You're not lying about that?
Not lying. John, it's all right if I install this, right?
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful. See, I told you I wasn't lying.
Just double checking. It's always best to double check around here.
Double check if I'm lying. So, all right, the difficult thing here is going to be we need to.
What do we need, 11?
Sure. I guess we'll get to that point. We're gonna need, yeah, all kinds of tools. But we need to figure out on the TV like where this is gonna mount, so that like we have essentially like an 1.5 inch reveal around the TV.
Yeah.
In here. So, you know, a lot of times like these mounts, it's not like if you mount this dead center, like sometimes this might be skewed higher or lower on the TV, so we need to kind of like figure that out. So we'll start like assembling it, and then we can get the TV and figure out. It's gonna be, I feel like, a little bit of maybe trial and error. I don't know. It might be a little tough.
You know what we can do? Fully assemble it. Get it on the TV. Hold it up. Chalk shot.
Chalk shot. My chalk shot's out of chalk.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
What's that movie? Night at the Roxbury?
That's a different song.
That's a different song. Same vibe though. What's happening? Is something talking?
Here, should I take a remote out?
No, I'm getting started. I'm looking where it does plug in, so that this is close enough to the plug.
Yeah.
A dog.
No, you got it. Just kidding.
You're really squeezing me in here, dog.
Oh, if I hadn't been to get in here, you got
Well,
it.
let me get out first.
Thing of beauty.
I'm so glad I came up with the idea to do this. It's really gonna add a perfect touch. All right, now.
Sean, you're a genius.
Thank you so much. I know. really push these down. You know, get the grab, especially if it's gonna be outside. Wow, this is really nice. Let's do something like cool. There's an outlet back there. It's just not powered up yet. So, TV wall finished up. Looks amazing. Next up, we're gonna be working on this bar and our outdoor kitchen. Check this out. The next video will show you this thing start to finish. And right here, this random looking piece, really sweet surprise underneath there. We'll get into that in the next video. We're also gonna show you start to finish how we build this outdoor kitchen. So make sure you hit subscribe, stay tuned, and until next time, this has been Premier Outdoor Living.